last time we played them here, they're very athletic. As you know, they're 0-16, 0-17 in conference. But that's always scary playing a team that doesn't have anything to lose.
Well, we had a really good win against Tarleton. Paige played excellent, but we can't let us just overlook Commerce. It's at their place, and this last game they have nothing to lose.
They are pretty quick, and we're just going to have to bring our A game because they haven't won a conference game, but that does not mean anything. So we're going to have to definitely step it up and play. They have nothing to play for, so that's kind of scary, but we're going to have to step it up and do good.
They did a good job of going inside with it, and I thought their players posted up hard. They had a strong inside game. They rebounded the ball well. They played us in a zone, which is sometimes hard for us to score against. It's one of those kind of games that I think is really scary because they're out of it and we're in it. Win or lose, it doesn't really impact us one way or the other. So that's more of my concern at this point.
We got to continue to play hard no matter what the score is. Act like we're down the whole game or whatever. We got to do whatever it takes to win.
We just need to play like we know how to play. We definitely can't sink down to their level or else we'll be in trouble, but we can do it and we can step up to how we know how to play.
You can never underestimate a team, especially on the college level. You can't just go into the game thinking you're going to win, being unprepared, not ready to play the game, because then anyone can sneak up on you.
Well, I think that just is going to show whether we have the maturity or not to succeed in the tournament next week. Because the game, win or lose doesn't really matter. But how we're playing going into the tournament matters. And we played well Wednesday night, and we need to continue to play well Saturday. And that, like I said, that's just some mental toughness when you're playing against a team that you're better than. And we'll just see. I expect us to show up and play hard, but you never know. Well, it was a good win, and it was exciting, and it definitely, we definitely desperately needed it. But I think the confidence came from how well we played, not just winning the game.
Confidence booster, one, because we've been on a losing streak, and two, it's always good to beat Tarleton, especially because they are the first seed, and maybe it'll help us catch fire before we start the conference tournament.
It's a huge confidence boost, especially after the slump we were in. Knowing that we can beat the best in the conference gives us confidence going into the tournament.
That was definitely big. We needed that losing streak to end, and ending it with Tarleton was definitely a really big confidence booster, and so everybody's still pretty high, and hopefully that can carry over until tomorrow.
Well, like I said, other than Paige, Paige has to play well. Haley and Cassi are the other two players that need to play well for us to win. You can look at our wins and losses, and the games that they contributed offensively, are the games that we won. So, even though they're freshmen, we're definitely relying on them, and I was really proud of the way they played on Wednesday against a really good team, and I just expect them to keep doing that and keep getting better.
It was pretty high. It's always nice to contribute to the team, and doing that against Tarleton was a big confidence booster, so it was nice.
We were super motivated coming to this just because it was Tarleton, and everyone wants to get up for Tarleton, and because it was Paige's last home game. And I just wanted to give everything I could for her so she could have that win and have that moment on her senior night, which she pretty much did by herself anyways with her 29-point performance, but it was cool to help give her that.
Paige just really showed up and dominated from beginning to end, which we know she's capable of doing. So, hopefully that'll give her the confidence to continue to lead us like that, because it does begin with her. And we'll follow her wherever she wants to take us. So I think more than anything, that game probably gave Paige the confidence she needs to lead us in the conference tournament.
Paige is a really great player. We're really going to miss her next year, and it was awesome to see her put on the performance she did against Tarleton.
Paige is just incredible, and it was just really cool to see her stand out like she did in her last home game, and it was pretty awesome. And it's sad to think that we're going to have to play with her without her next year, but. Yeah, it was definitely a really good performance.
I don't think it could have played out any better for Paige. 29 points, it doesn't get much better than that. That's the most anyone scored this year. So it's just awesome for her, getting to watch her do that and then have her moment after the game, watch her get her standing ovation. That was just awesome.
Well, that's just kind of what we did this for, I think. It's not about wins or losses necessarily. It's about watching, young girls become young women and fulfill their, destiny really as far as a basketball player is concerned. And, she's worked hard and she deserved that, and she came out there and took it. And for a coach, there's nothing better than that. And I was just so proud of her and so happy for her.